9mm versus 45 ACP, and what we have today is the Remington Golden Saber bonded ammunition. In a previous video I mistakenly said that all Golden Saber was bonded, but apparently it's not. Only the service calibers are bonded, 9mm, 40, and 45, and you have to specifically get the ones that say bonded right on it. But with a 9mm we have A+P 124 grain. It's rated at 1125 from a 4-inch barrel. 45 ACP is a 230 grain, 875 feet per second, also from a 4-inch barrel. That sounds pretty hot to me. The interesting thing about this ammunition is it used to be available only to law enforcement, but as of 2019 it's available to the general public in 20-round boxes. And it's also a hot bonded bullet, so there's not like a band or any type of mechanical bond. It's just heat bonded to it. So we're going to see how this ammunition performs. So we're going to go through the chronograph, see what kind of accuracy and what kind of velocity numbers we're getting at the same time, and then we're going to go, as always, through the Juggernaut box, which contains 4 layers of denim followed by 1 3/4 inches of bologna to simulate flesh, followed by 3/8" particle board to simulate sternum or ribs, and into water jugs. So let's get started with the test. Alright, 9mm Golden Saber. We'll see if we get anywhere near the 1125 feet per second rated velocity. 1119, 1154, 1133, 1160, 1130. So we know definitely we did get that rate of velocity a little bit better than. Pretty impressed with that. Pretty easy to shoot as well. Now let's see how the 45 auto compares. Alright, 45 ACP rated at 875 out of 4-inch barrel. We should get greater velocity than 875. So let's see what we get with the Golden Saber 230 grain 45 auto. 854, 910, 866, 840, 833. So probably a little bit less, but pretty close. I would still consider that pretty good. However, 5-inch barrel, 4-inch barrel, I would say they're definitely off because a 4-inch barrel we'd get nowhere near the velocity out of this 5-inch barrel. But still decent, but not really much above anything average. So let's see how it does through the ballistics test, and we'll see what it does to the bologna and which water jug we catch it in with the 9mm and 45 auto. Alright, 9mm plus P Golden Saber. Let's see what we get through the ballistic box. Alright, came right back to me. Pretty good damage. This is what we normally see with most 9mm rounds. It's right on par with average. Now let's see what we got through the particle board and into water jugs. Through the particle board, average as well. Jug 1 is completely exploded. Now that's a little bit more damage than what we typically do see with 9mm. Jug 2, we went right through it. Jug 3. Bullet is in jug 3. Jug 4 has not been damaged in any way. And here we are. Very ideal performance. That's what I was hoping to see. It's a bonded bullet and it did stay together, which is very important. Now let's see how the 45 ACP compares. Alright, 45 ACP, 230 grain. Much larger and heavier bullet. We'll see how this compares to the 9mm Golden Saber bonded. I'm a little bit more wet than I was with the 9mm. I felt more splashing back. And when we look at the bologna, it's a little bit better than the 9mm, but I mean by 5% maybe. But we did crack and break the particle board. Now let's see what we got in water jugs. Jug 1 looks near identical to the 9mm, but maybe, again, maybe 5% less damage than the 9mm. Jug 2, we went right through that. Impact on jug 3. and we are leaking. And what appears to happen is I can see the bullet way in the back against the backstop. And it looks like it veered out the bottom of the third and then continued on and bounced off the blanket backstop. So what that means is, since it didn't really go into the blanket, I would suspect if it was a more straight shot, we would have caught it in jug 4. Just a little more penetration. But let me get that bullet. And here we are, and that's pretty much what you want to see. That's what you're going to expect. Larger than the 9mm. Substantially larger, but it's a larger bolt to begin with. And we had no separation of the jacket. So overall, this ammunition performed really, really well. I'm not a huge fan of Remington ammunition, but you can get this stuff for about $20 a box of 50 at law enforcement retailers, where they sell to law enforcement to also sell to the general public. So a really good value for something that appears to perform really, really well. And we did not get over penetration. Velocity was within the margin of error for what it's rated. They're putting forth something that they're advertising that they're putting forth, and that's not what we see much anymore nowadays. This is putting forth that it's going to perform well, and it's a certain velocity, and it's going to do what it's going to do, and it does it. So, very good ammunition. So, tell me what you think in the comments below, and as always, comment, share, and like, and thanks for watching.